Tonight, several dozen residents in Northern Virginia stood united with faith leaders and community organizations to offer support to the immigrant community. The solidarity between the groups comes after more ICE sightings have been reported in Alexandria, along with detainments at the onset of the school year. News 4's Dominique Moody explains why organizers say tonight's vigil and future rallies are critical.
Longtime Northern Virginia resident Lenora Vasquez sharing insight on what the last couple of months have been like around the DMV. After years of living in the U.S. and in Northern Virginia, she says she's never seen the amount of ICE arrests and detentions in the country she's come to love. She says, we feel harassed. We do not have this freedom of years ago. I came to this country over 60 years ago, and I've never seen this. Vasquez, along with several of her neighbors, showed up in solidarity with faith leaders for this vigil.
We shall know there comes someday.
With prayers directed toward the immigrant community. An event that comes after sites like these, when last month ICE agents picked up several workers at a construction site and detained 4 others at the same location a day later.
And as an immigrant also, recognizing our need to be close to those who are suffering and to be, agents for hope.
Father Santiago Rodriguez traveled to the U.S. a decade ago from Colombia. He says the last couple of months have been hard for him and members of his congregation at Grace Episcopal Church, with some members opting not to come to services.
Many of them are anxious and fearful, anxious to go to work, anxious to take their kids to school, regardless or not if they're documented or undocumented, just what they look like, how they speak, what others may think where they're from.
So today, as a show of support, religious leaders, along with organizations like Tenants and Workers United, provided resources, lit candles, and wanted to let the immigrant community know they are not alone.
I think it's good to really bring the whole community, not just only the faith group and the nonprofit, but also bring friends to show some support for the families that live here in this area and for the families that are immigrants just like me.
And organizers here, they say that they plan to host even more vigils and events in the future to ensure that the immigrant community knows that they have their support. In Northern Virginia, Dominique Moody, News 4.